Hi, good evening, all ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han here, and it is absolutely great to see you here. And welcome to a brand new week, and hopefully have some time to take it off, to totally disconnect yourself from your business and spend some time with your friend and with your family so that you can be totally re-energized and go face the brand new week again, right? So taking your business to the new heights, all right? So let me ask you this, and in the past years, we have been a lot of, including myself, being heard about the Google updates, right? There's the penguin, there's the chicken, there's some other animals, and so our site got a banned or got a de-index or got to push way down the search engine Google list, such as penguin updates, right? Because what? Because of backlinks, because bad backlinks, because the spamming links, because we were used to SEO nuke the sites up there, right? That used to work, and by now you already know that doesn't work anymore, right? So let me ask you one question. What if there is a way to, if your site got pushed all the way down the Google search engine, what if there is a way to bring those quote-unquote dead site back to the same level as before you had? Perhaps you were making $200 per month per affiliate sites, or even $1,000 per affiliate site, or $4,000, right? So what if you can get that money-making machine website back again with a very, very simple and easy and most affordable tool? All right, so well, how do you solve this problem? I'm just gonna give out here right now, so be very excited about it. Well, Google can come out with this dissolving tool inside the webmaster, and all you have to do is figure out which are the bad links, quote unquote, which are the good links to keep, and what you have to do is you figure out those group of backlinks, submit into Google Master. They will automatically discount those. So it means this is not going to count to your link juice. I'm just going to ignore this links that is linking back to my site. Therefore, your site's going to be back it up again. Now, this is a bit easy said than done in reality, in the real world. So imagine this. What if you have 10,000 links? What if you have 200 links? What if you have 2,000 links? If you have to check those links manually, that's a very, very impossible task, right? And not even talk about the time, not even talk about the money you have to spend to checking on those links, right? So in the past, there are some online services offering easy solution, but there comes another obstacle and another roadblock for most internet marketers, and that is the fee they're asking to charge every single month. It's about $100, okay? They're gonna charge you $100. You're only allowed to check 4 sites at the same time and only 1,000 links at the same time, all right? So that's not really feasible for most internet marketers, right? I mean, you already heard by Google, you're losing money. Now here, you're gonna pay a lot more money to get that site back. So you're probably gonna step back, think about, this is worth it? Does it make sense on the ROI? Well, what if I have a brand new tool? It's gonna get rid of all that problem that I mentioned here, okay? It's gonna be very, very affordable, and it's something I think is gonna give you very, very high return on your investment, high ROI. And also, you can take this to often servers help other people get their site back, which you can charge a very handsome fee for it. And thirdly, it's just really easy to use. It's just a couple of clicks away, and a couple of clicks, bing, bam, boom. You just let the machine and let the software does this thing, and you get your links dissolved, right? So you can now finally get that $200 site back, get that $1,000 site back, get that $10,000 site back, and to make all that passive income again, right? So what if there's two like that exist? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the reason I have invited Cyril here. So be very, very excited. He's the product creator for this software. He's going to be here to discuss what is working with SEO right now. The number one question we all have in our mind is SEO dead? Is it still alive? Can I still make money with SEO like I used to, the passive income? Well, he believes so, but you gotta do things a little bit different. So watch the interview, find out exactly what you need to do these days. Google wants to make that happen for you, okay? All right, and another thing he mentioned in this interview that I have not heard before, a lot of people think the Penguin update, for example, is just a one-time scam, one-time thing. But he said that's actually happening every single month. There Google robots out there does the penguin scan every single month, and he's the most talking about exciting about, he's going to teach you exactly how you protect yourself from that scam. So make sure you don't have the bad link, or somebody are not doing the negative SEO on your site to purposely de-index your sites, right? So those are very, very important factors. He's going to teach you exactly how to do that, and among many more other SEO tips for you, okay? So I'm going to keep that. But what I'm most excited to introduce to you today is the software itself, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please let me introduce to you the Penguin Recovery Jeet. Penguin Recovery Jeet, okay? All right, so what is Penguin Recovery Jeet? Well, it is a Windows only, but you can use in parallel if you have Mac, software, desktop software. Literally, you just put out your domain in there, you will go to Google, find all the backlinks, and once you get all the backlinks, you're gonna go out there, analyze, hey, is this link a good link I should keep to point back to my site, or is this the website, it's a spamming link, Google thing is spamming, it's a low quality link. Those are the links we need to get rid of, so you can bring your site back to alive again, to rank to number 1, number 2, top 10 spot again, right? So you can make that passive income again. In fact, he has given to one of his beta testers, he's gonna talk about inside the interview. Once he done that, his site actually went back, and he even started ranking the terms he never thought he would rank, right? But it really totally make logical sense, because what is Penguin Update? Penguin Update itself is just say, hey, you got too many spamming links, you got too much low quality links. So, well, what if you figure out what those are and get rid of it? Well, Google's gonna love you again, right? So if you sit back, that totally makes sense, right? But like I said in the before this software is gonna be really, really costly, it's gonna be very, very time consuming, and it's just really, really terrible experience for anybody to go to. Well, this one kind of solves all that problem. So it's really, really simple, and it's really, really easy to use, okay? All right, so be very, very exciting about that. If you own any website, if you're doing any SEO, use this tool to not only figure out what those bad links is, but also protecting yourself from the future Google update as well, because we don't want those bad links, right? So anyway, let's come back to the interview here for a second. So Cyril is going to be here talking about how he got started with internet marketing, and what's most impressive is, you know, you hear Bill Gates is school dropout, you hear Steve Jobs is school, college dropout. Steve Jobs never been to college. I mean, he's there, but he's not there, right? Cyril is actually school dropout too. He never finished high school, and yet he built a very, very successful company. So there is very, very, very interesting motivational video, story right there. So you should absolutely watch it and be inspired. And then you can sit back thinking, hey, is education that important, or is continual learning more important than the education itself, okay? So, and he also mentioned one thing that my YouTube fans are gonna love, is that his mother actually won the top 3 cooking show at YouTube, and they actually sent her a trophy, had a special event. It was a big thing. So he's gonna talk more about that. So if you're consistent with the video marketing, consistent with your SEO, hey, you're gonna be rewarded by Google, by YouTube, okay? So be very, very exciting about that. I've never heard that such a thing before, so that's a very, very cool thing to hear from. Inspire me to make more videos, okay? All right, so, and also, again, he went in depth to talk about what is happening in SEO. If you wanna still dominate SEO right now, what do you need exactly focus on? Is a backlink, is a content, is social backlinks? Well, you're gonna find out exactly what that is inside this interview here, okay? All right, and he's gonna give out tons great tips on, hey, if you got banned, if you got hurt by Google, you got de-indexed, if you got, just knocking down to the rank, what do you need to do to get yourself back up again, okay? So that's the $1 million question that everybody's asking me. Well, he's gonna show you exactly how to fix that. Isn't that cool? That's pretty cool, right? All right, so let me tell you this awesome another thing is, I know you love bonuses, I know you love early birds, okay? So this is what I kind of skillfully negotiated for you, okay? Now, the launch is actually going out on Tuesday, but I have let me mail it to you and to let you know about 1 day ahead of time, okay? So before he changes his mind, let's go get this software, okay? All right, so the normal price for this is $27, but as my fans, as my loyal friends, and I got something even better for you, okay? It's gonna go live officially at 11 a.m. Monday for my list, okay? Monday. But because you're my friends, you're gonna get there 1 hour early at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here's the reason why. You're gonna get the software for $19. $19, okay? All right, so you're gonna get that little bit, I don't know what, 25, about 25% or 30% or 40% discount there. I can't count it in my head, but you get idea. You're gonna get early bird price at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not only that, he has sweetened up the deal even a little more for my list is that you're gonna get when you purchase to my link on Monday, tomorrow, at 10 a.m., at 11 a.m., or the entire day, you're gonna get a exclusive bonus from him for the another software that's gonna help you harvest keywords. Okay, it's gonna worth about $47 in value. You're gonna get that when you purchase to my affiliate link. So I got those two things covered for you. And yeah, so just do me a favor, keep this between you and I. Keep it a secret for now, because I want you to grab the discount, and because you are my loyal follower and fans. Okay, all right. So be shh about it. Okay, all right. Anyway, so this is your friend Ham. Without further ado, let's all go and join this awesome interview. And most importantly, look out for my email tomorrow to grab the early bird price and early bird bonuses, and be very exciting to learn how can you finally get those websites back again. All right, so be very exciting about it. And again, this is your friend Ham. Please keep smiling. Until next time, I'll be talking to you very soon. Cheers. Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han here, and it is absolutely great to see you here tonight. And tonight, I'm very exciting to invite Cyril back with us again to talk about something very important. We're going to talk about SEOs, and most importantly, if you ever got heard by Google, such as Penguin updates, he's going to have a awesome solution to help you get your site back. And most importantly, he has a way to track those backlinks and systematically get rid of them, okay, which is going to really help you improving ranks. In fact, one of his beta tester already seen some awesome results with it. So what I'm more exciting about is at the end of this interview, he's going to introduce a brand new product of his that's really going to probably one of the most affordable solution when it comes to this class. And but most importantly, like I said, one of his beta testers already seen awesome results with this. So actually, I'm going to let him talk more about this. That's going to tremendously help you with your website ranking as well. So be very exciting about that. Before we get into this excitement here, let's kind of learn how Cyril got started with the internet marketing. But most importantly, what did he do exactly to achieve the level of success he has today? So Cyril, could you kind of take over the mic, share your unique internet marketing story with us today?
Sure, Han. It's a pleasure every time to be on your show, and I know it's you got a great audience, so it's fun too. Okay, so I want to tell you, you want me to tell you my internet story. So I want to start with with the beginning. I started in internet a long time ago. I started with computers a long time ago, when I was still a kid, and when I was 15, actually, I was already pretty much into programming, and I made my first commercial software. Around that time, it was well received. So when I was around 17 years, I decided to drop out of school and become a full-time computer programmer. So I dropped out of the 11th grade, didn't go to college at all. I started making software initially for the Indian market. I made a lot of products for the Indian market, and sold them on CD-ROMs, really old technology. You have those round discs and you ship them to customers. So I did that for a long time. And but of course the market changes and the internet happened, and that was in 2000 early. I decided that I have to take to capitalize on this opportunity and do something that's connected to the internet. So I made some websites, and most of them really bombed, but they gave me the exposure to understand how the net business is. And later I came back in around 2005. I created a couple of very popular websites, and they were in the astrology niche, which is for the Indian market again, but they are very popular. I'm still running them, so it's amazing how it's going. Then in 2008, I decided to create software for the SEO market, for the internet marketers industry, and I did a lot of research because by then I was actually running YouTube channels already, and I was doing a lot of work online. So I already had a lot of experience in internet marketing, and I was making tools for myself. So in about 2011, I released my first product for the internet marketers industry, and it was a product for doing things on YouTube. I launched it on Warrior Forum because that was the best platform those days, and it was pretty popular. hold on. Just a second. Can you edit this out?
Yeah.
2-3 मिनट बाद थोड़ा सा मैं काम कर रहा हूँ. Sorry, I had an interruption. There was somebody who was at my room, so I'm sorry I had to interrupt it. I'm sorry. So let me so if you will have to edit this out. Anyway, so in so later on I put this product out, and I tried some different marketing techniques. I tied up with a marketer with some exposure because I didn't understand the game back then till about 2012. So in 2012 I had a big launch video marketing product again, which was very successful, which actually brought me into the mainstream internet marketing scene, which really changed my perspective and my fortune, and I was able to really have a good place now. Now already I've had about 5-6 different products for the SEO niche or for the YouTube niche, and all of my products have been well received. People really love the stuff that I've made, so that's amazing. I really enjoy doing this because I know that people who use these products benefit from them, and they tell me that, Cyril, I love your stuff. So this is what I do right now, apart from, of course, creating websites and things like that for different niches, and that's my second business. But now I can say that I'm pretty much established in internet marketing, and it all happened because I had a skill that was computer programming, and which I was working on since years. So I think it's a long journey that started when I first decided to be a programmer about nearly 16, 17 years ago.
Now, I don't know if you want to share this or not. About a minute ago, you shared that award thing with your mother. I think you'll have a huge YouTube follower. I think they're gonna be really inspired by that award. Would you mind to share your mother's accomplishment? I think it had a lot
Oh,
to
yeah.
do with your education as well with her.
Absolutely. My mom's pretty talented. She's an amazing cook, and she likes to share her recipes. So
Mhm.
one fine day, she told me that I want to. She actually saw me working on a blog. I was writing a blog, and she said that, what if I made a recipe blog? Do you think people would read it? So I said, yeah, go ahead and do it. And I created a blog for her on WordPress, and she put her recipes online. People loved them. Then I created a website for her, a dedicated website, which was amazing, and she really got an amazing response. And she decided to put videos online, recipe videos online. And I want to tell you, now she's the most loved uh, online chef in India. She's one of the top YouTube chefs in India. In fact, last Sunday we had a ceremony in which YouTube gave her an award. It's a pan with the YouTube logo. It's a trophy, actually, a trophy on a frying pan, and she's one of the top YouTube chefs in India right now. So it's an amazing journey that she's had, and on her YouTube channel, she's nearly made about over 800 videos till now
Mhm.
on recipes, 800 recipes, and she has an amazing number of viewers. She gets more than 90,000 viewers a day. So that's something like
Oh,
30 million, nearly 30 million people watching her online. Sorry, not 30 million, 3 million people watching her online every month. So that of viewership she's built up over the time.
all right.
It's
Tell your
amazing.
mother she's my inspiration. I'm catching up slowly.
Exactly, and I'm sure we can all get there. And there's a lot of growth, so opportunity there. I see a lot of good time ahead for internet marketers.
Yeah, yeah. So the reason I wanted to tell that story is, I know a lot of you listen to this are doing video marketing just like me, especially with YouTube. If you be consistent with it, if you really put your time and effort into it, YouTube will reward you. Not just with the trophy, but also automatic ranking them for you as well. So just want to throw that in there. So Cyril, to kind of knowing to being a school dropout, it doesn't mean well. This sound it didn't sound right. To be a true entrepreneur and drop out of school, and you have this up and downs because not every project of yours obviously going to be successful. You had the wins and you had the losses. So doing your internet marketing career to knowing what you're knowing today, to think about your wins and losses, what would it be some of the top advice you can give to someone who just starting out with the internet marketing? Perhaps they still haven't found their true focus yet. What would it be some of the top advice you can give to them right now?
Okay, Han, I consistently noticed that my best products were those which I developed on my own, which I tried to be really creative with. So one of the first things that I want to tell internet marketers is don't be a copycat, because someone else's formula for success cannot be your formula for success. It can
Mm,
only work as a basic blueprint or as a framework that you need to improve upon. So I've seen this common mistake. People see somebody doing something that works for them, something that makes them very successful, and they think they can just do the same thing and be successful. And
mhm,
most of the time it doesn't work that way, because everyone has to have a different formula for success.
mm,
What you should do is understand what the other guy is doing, understand why he's successful, then find out what you are good at, what is your talent, what you can do. For example, my mom can make amazing recipes. I cannot do that. I can
mhm,
make software. My mom cannot make software. So if I
mhm,
try to do recipes, because just because she's the number one YouTube chef in India, if I try to do that, that won't work for me. That will be crazy. So
mhm,
I think it's important to understand what your talents are, find your niche. So basically you should, the first step, start with self exploration. Find out what you're good at. Are you good at writing? Are you good at designing? Are you good at communicating? Are you good at speaking? Whatever you're good at, find that niche, then try and find a new angle. Two things. Now this is the second thing. It's a continuation of my earlier advice. Don't be a copycat. Find a new angle to things, find a new approach to things, and push that approach. I
mm,
think you will find, Han, and I'm sure you would agree, that most of the people who are at the top, or who are doing really well, have always found a new angle. It's not
mm,
important that they do radically new things, but they would always find a new angle to things. They would always find a little different approach to things, and that is what makes them stand out. That's what makes them successful. And of course, not giving up. It's very important. I started off telling you that in my journey, when I started off trying to hit the internet in early 2000, I was not successful. My products were bombing, but then I started again in 2005 after a brief hiatus, and I was successful again. So
mhm,
basically, be consistent, don't give up, and try and find newer ideas, and that will work for you. One more thing I want to say, Han, and I think that's some advice that might sound bitter to someone, to many people, but the fact is, I believe that there is no shortcut to success. If you want to be successful truly, you really have to develop the talent. You cannot be successful without possessing the talent, without possessing the skills. And I find that too many people are not investing in their skills. So you wanna be a blog writer, then learn how to write engaging posts. You wanna be a designer, then make sure you know all about the software. You have the right skills. So it's a big part of your success is about the skills story. You have to have the right skills. Invest in yourself. Spend time learning online. It's all free. I don't spend a penny on learning. I don't spend in all my life. I've never gone to college. I've never attended a class. I've always learned through books and through online courses, and it has worked perfectly for me. So it's free. So spend time on learning skills, and that will really change your fortune. You will find that you will attract more success. So that's my formula. That's how I do things, and I think that can work for many people.
mm. Yeah, I totally agree. I think the to sum it up, what you said here, and if I'm recording this thing right, is that you want to stand out because you don't want to just be just another internet marketer. Because if people perceiving you just another internet marketer, it's kind of death of your business because there's nothing unique about you. So and do not copy other internet marketer and come up with your own idea. It's like what Bruce Lee said. What take what is useful, reject what is not, and take and come out with your own style. It's just exactly what that is, and so people be mindful of who you are, what's so unique about you. That's what true marketers do, and God give you a brain at the great things. He should don't waste it,
Right.
never give up, never ever give up. I wear a necklace you can't see right now. It says never give up, and you're right. Not everything that we do. I think a lot of people see you and I. It's like, well, they're very successful, but it's not always like that. We have our failures in the beginning. We lost money, we lost time, and we lost a whole lot of sleep as well
Absolutely.
in the past. And that's then we kind of get back up, learn from it, and pushing forward. That's how we get here today. And then it's a I think a lot of people really want to get to the destiny, forgot enjoy the journey. It is the journey that matters at the end of the day, right? It's the experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's the experience you learn from your failures and also from your winners, and to make who you are today, right? From your past. So value those experiences. If you have some kind of small failure or big failure, learn from it, move on with it, take the best knowledge you can out of it, and make the best out of your current situations. That would be my advice as well.
Absolutely, I agree with that, and no, there's nobody who hasn't had failure. You know, we see, like you said, we see people who are spectacularly successful. We think, wow, they're amazing. But I think everybody has gone through this journey in which they were trying to struggle, they were trying to make it, and they've had their failures. And even the most successful guy, they still have challenges, they still have problems, and they are trying to cope with them on a daily basis, trying to achieve more success. So it's the same for everybody. It's all in the mind, and the mind says you got to win, you got to do better than what you're doing today, and you just need to focus on the next day, you just need to focus on the future. That's what I think.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's talk about the SEO here. You know what? A lot of people are shying away from SEO now because the Penguin update, because all kinds of animal updates from Google, they really got hurt. So my $1 million question to you is: SEO still working today? And what do you see is happening with the SEO in the foreseeable future? What is your professional opinion on this?
Sure, Han. I'll tell you what's happening in the market these days. Google started with a certain formula, a certain algorithm for ranking, and it was very successful for a long while. It made Google the top internet company of the world, so of course it was damn successful. But later on, people understood more and more of that formula, and people were trying to misuse it to rank the pages that were not good enough, which was a big problem because that really defeats the purpose of Google, because Google is supposed to give you the best result for the search you're doing. So when that happened, Google is has been trying to change the formula, and now the focus is different. Okay, I want to just tell you what Google actually did, or we need to understand what they did. Earlier, the system that Google followed was of social approval. So what it means is, I have a website, and it's a good website, so I want to the Google suppose that if it's a really good website, other webmasters who have websites on the internet, if they like it, they will link to it. So it's like a like button on Facebook. When I link to your website, I give you a vote. I tell you, and your website is really good, so I'm going to link you on my website, and that's a vote from me. So Google basically counted all these votes. It found out who was the person who was giving that vote. So if I'm a really, really big website and I link to your website, it tells Google that this website, this new website is going to be really hot. So they used this system to create the page rank, the ranking system, and it was amazingly successful. But now what's happening is people are creating a whole lot of backlinks, or actually people created thousands and thousands of backlinks, in some cases tens of thousands of backlinks, and they were creating very bad content. So they were putting the cart before the horse. Unless and until you have good content, you cannot afford to rank it. You cannot rank it, because the content has to come before the backlinks, and the people were doing the opposite. So they were able to rank content only because Google's formula for ranking, PageRank, supported backlinks very much. And if you created a backlink, Google would rank you. If you created 10,000 backlinks, Google would rank you on the top spot. So it was happening like that. So that was a big problem for Google, and Google was really, really worried about it. I remember Eric Schmidt. He said sometime he was the CEO of Google then. He said sometime in early 2000 that internet is a big cesspool right now, and he was right, because we were just spinning content, putting it online using automated software, using really bad writers, writing 300-word articles, 500-word articles, just generating a lot of garbage, putting it online. So what Google did was they changed their strategy. Instead of focusing on the social voting system, which is the backlinking system, they decided to focus on the content itself. So now what they do is they try and gain a deeper understanding of the content. What are you uploading? What is the type of the content that you're putting up? How long is it? What is the kind of language that you've used? Is it grammatically correct or not? Do you say anything meaningful or not? Is it well presented or not? Is it semantically understandable or not? How is the speed of your website? Things like that. So the parameters has changed, the formula has changed, so the recipe for the SEO has also to change. Now the problem is people who are doing SEO, they're still stuck in the same old SEO mindset in which they think, I create a good backlink, I will get the rankings. But that doesn't work anymore, because Google is now all about content. They had a big update recently, Google Hummingbird, in which they were trying to understand what the content actually says, to try and make a semantic understanding of the web. And they released two more updates, the Penguin update, which was to penalize people for building bad backlinks, which really drove the SEO people out of the market. It really killed thousands of businesses, and you can't imagine the impact that it has had on some people. It has ruined livelihoods of the people who were trying to just use the formula, the PageRank formula, the backlink formula. So this happened. And the Panda update, it's a very special update. What it does is it tries to understand how you present your content. Is your content spammy? It tries to build an understanding of that, and if your content is bad quality, it penalizes you on that. So basically Google is now all about content. If you want to do SEO right, you have to change your mindset. You have to understand what Google wants, or what Google is prepared to rank you for. And it's not just backlinks. If you put backlinks before your content, you will never be able to rank. So this is the new formula for ranking. Make sure you got better content, make sure you present it better, make sure your website is faster, make sure it's easier to navigate, and you will be successful in ranking. But I want to tell you one more thing, Han. Earlier, the ranking game was something like, I build 10,000 links and I'm ranking that number one in a day or in a week, something like that. Now it doesn't work anymore. If you want to rank, you have to think long term. So like you said earlier, you have to be consistent. You have to produce good quality content. You have to be consistent with your efforts, and you will see that you will actually grow organically. It's not the exponential thing, anymore, in which you put out 100 backlinks and suddenly you were at number 5. It doesn't work that way anymore. You got to build up on your past success, invest in your in your venture, write good content, create good content, and over a period of time, maybe 2 3 months, 4 months, you will see that you are building up a viable audience. So now this is a more patient game. This is a game which is all about content, and SEO is important, but backlinking is not the SEO that you should be doing blindly. You should be focusing more on the on-page SEO. You should be focusing more on the other parts of SEO that is not backlinking. So that's what's changed right now. That's what Google has changed. And if you try and understand, if you rewrite, if you see how the rules have been rewritten, you can definitely do better on Google. You can definitely do better on internet marketing.
All right, so thanks for sharing that very very detailed explanation there. And my next question to you is, what happened? What happened if someone got hurt by Penguin, for example? Updates or any kind of animal update Google had, and the page got hurt, and they perhaps even quit doing SEO to the site, went to some other stuff now. What if they want to come back and then kind of fix the site very quickly, get back up to rank now? What are the steps, or proper steps, should they take?
Okay, and I want to tell you that the fact is, it's not someone who's hurt by Penguin, it's everybody. And I'll tell you the reason why. Whether you want it or not, bad quality backlinks would be created for you. For example, I got a very popular site. Then people would link to it. There are all sorts of directories on the internet, single page directories, pages who just try to talk about your traffic, and they're all spammy forums, and people might be talking about you in a spammy forum or on a bad quality website. Somebody might comment about you on a blog, or you might have commented on a blog somewhere, or someone from a spammy blog might have linked to you. So no matter who you are, no matter at what level you are, there are some number of bad backlinks out there in the market, and Penguin has analyzed those. Penguin is actually penalizing you for those. So the level of penalty is different. Some people might be penalized more, some people might be penalized less, but the penalty is there. The bad backlinks do hurt you. Now, how to get over the bad backlinks? See, when Google actually first put out the Penguin update, they didn't provide a way to do this. So it was a big problem for everybody because people were getting hurt, and they were some of them were actually getting hurt without a fault. Because if I've got a competitor and I know that this competitor is nasty, what he could do is he could build some spammy backlinks pointing to my website, and that would take out my website. And people were actually doing it.
That's called negative SEO.
Absolutely. That's negative SEO, and people have done it. People have done it to their competitors.
Right.
So people were penalized sometimes even when it was not their fault. So what Google did was Google created a new system which they call the Google Disavow tool. And the Google Disavow tool is a special tool in which you can tell Google about all the bad backlinks that you want to disown or disavow. You want to tell Google, hey Google, these backlinks don't belong to me. I didn't create them, or I don't want them pointing to my site. Just remove them from your database and rank me on the backlinks that are not in this list. So basically, you can give Google a list of all the bad backlinks. Google will disavow them. Google will stop ranking you on the basis of those backlinks, and you will start to rank better on the other on the basis of the other backlinks. Again, you will start getting ranked better on the basis of your content. So this is what you can do if you're hurt with Penguin, and I want to say everybody is hurt. So just analyze your backlinks, find out what the bad backlinks are, and then you will be able to submit this to Google and get rid of your penalty. But I want to tell you, Han, this analysis thing, it's a perfectly difficult thing. It's not easy. You have to be a very, very well-trained SEO guy. You have to have a specialized training in understanding which link can hurt you, which link will not hurt you. And only when you have this understanding, you can make a call that I want to disavow this link, or I don't want to disavow this link. And you don't want to make any mistakes, because if you got links that are worth disavowing and you haven't disavowed them, it's still hurting you. So well, I've been working on this problem a long time. As I told you earlier, when we were talking, that some of my friends were actually facing the same problem, and to a certain extent a couple of my websites also had this problem. So I've been working on this. I've been trying to understand the game, and for a little while I tried to do this manually myself. Find out which backlinks were bad, find out which backlinks were good. I could do it because I was able to analyze, get the skills, but I found that it was taking me a lot of time. Now imagine this. On one of my websites, I have about 24,000 links. Now I'm supposed to go through each of those links and spot the bad ones. It's gonna take me something like weeks, and so that's how crazy it was. So if you got a website, if I owned maybe 10 blogs, and each of those blogs has maybe 1,000 links, which is pretty common, I could go crazy trying to analyze 20,000 links. So that is really not a very good way to do things if you want to hold on to your sanity and to your life, whatever you've got left. So I've been working on this problem, and I've been working on a tool which could solve this problem very affordably, and we'll of course talk about it. But this is the situation. This is the way to get rid of the Penguin penalty, using the disavow tool provided by Google, provided you can analyze all those backlinks and find out what the bad backlinks are.
So basically, to sum it up, there's two steps. First one is to find out what those backlinks are, and second is to submit to the dissolving tool. I'm gonna oversimplify this, but and to find out what the using software like yours to find out what those backlinks are, what's the true link that really hurting the rank right now. Let's submit to the second step is let's submit to the Google dissolving, so they can discount those links, so your website will be coming back again. That's the kind of idea behind it, right?
Absolutely. This is how the system works. You got to get the backlinks first. Now, earlier Google didn't used to give you the list of the backlinks pointing to your site, but because after Penguin it sees that people need to understand what backlinks are coming to their site, there is a facility in Google Webmasters in which they will give you the list of all the backlinks pointing to your site, And if you want even more backlinks, you can go to an external provider, some like Majestic SEO or ahrefs.com. They will give you the complete list of your backlinks. And then you got to analyze those backlinks. And finally, when you've done the analysis, you shortlisted the list of the bad backlinks, you can just submit it to the Google disavow tool, and that's it. Then you just need to wait for about 4 to 5 days, and you will see slowly that your ranking is becoming better and better again. You're ranking better and better again for the keyword. So that's how it works.
And then talk about, since we kind of here, talk about the beta tester that using your tool. What happened to him?
Oh yeah, I always try to run a beta program for all of my software just to make sure that if there are any problems, people will run into those problems and they will give me the solutions to the problems, or I will be able to code a solution to the problem. So, well, I do a beta testing program with my existing customers. So I did it with this tool too. And it's a very short beta test program. I just started it about 15 days. So that's really a very small amount of time when you think about Penguin, because Penguin needs to have 4 to 5 days just to Google, for Google just to disavow your links. So I have this guy who's been my customer since a long time, Nick Bohonik. He's an internet marketer. And he used my tool and he told me some amazing results. He told me that in just 8 days of using this tool and disavowing the links, he was able to rank on #1 spot for many keywords for which he was not ranking on the first page at all. It was crazy the kind of results he got. It really made me happy that I have made a tool which will really help people get rid of the Penguin penalty, and people will be able to definitely do better. So Nick Bohonik was able to rank at #1 again, and in his words, my website is the king of Google. That's what he said to me, and that's what I put on. So it was really a good experience. So I'm really happy that I was able to do this for him, and I hope that all of the people who use my tool are able to get the same results.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So let's talk about, before we get into the story section, I want you to talk about, let people realize, Penguin. People, when people talk about Penguin, they think of that, last year when that happened. But you talk a little bit beforehand. Says this actually happening every single month. Can you kind of talk about that a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. Han, I'll tell you what. Google is a program on the internet, and they're trying to continually improve their algorithm. They're trying to provide you better rankings. See, Google is a business. Their business is giving you the best result for the search that you do, and they want to really do a good job of it. They're really smart guys, all amazing software scientists. So what they're doing is they're continually trying to update their search engine. And every update that you've heard of, be it Hummingbird, be it Penguin, be it Panda, it's in a constant state of evolution. You do something, you see that this works better, you run it again. See, Penguin is actually not a part of the main Google program. It's like a separate program. Think of Google as a database. I've got a database of all the internet pages on my servers. So what I do is I run Penguin on the database. What Penguin does is it finds all the links pointing to a particular site. It finds out if those links are from a good quality page or not, and based on its algorithm, it will decide how much penalty to give your website. So what's happening is, because backlinks are being created all the time, right? I don't stop creating backlinks today. I still create them, and every website that's in existence, it's in constant flux. It's changing. People are creating backlinks all the time. So this program has to be run very often, because that's the only way Google can account for all the new bad backlinks that are being created, for all the new good backlinks that are being created. So Penguin is not a one-off update. Now, you have heard people say that Penguin was run in October 2013 because that was the time when it created the most impact. But the fact is, Penguin is run every month, or even more often than that. So I would say that if you are an internet marketer, you would want to disavow your backlinks pretty frequently. Run your, analyze your backlinks every couple of months. Find out all the new bad backlinks that have been created and disavow them. Because Google is checking your backlinks very frequently. It has to, because it's a search engine which is constantly updated. So this is not a one-off thing. Penguin is not a one-off thing. Panda is not a one-off thing. It's on the run constantly. It's not something that will happen today and you will be able to just create more backlinks, get over it. Nothing like that. So you have to do it continuously. If you want to be successful, you have to do it really continuously.
Absolutely. I think
anybody's doing SEO really need to have this tool, because you really need to at least scan up one time a month. But I probably scan twice a month at least
It
to make
depends on the number of backlinks you create, Han. If you're only creating something like 100 backlinks a month, you can do it once a month. But if you're really active in SEO, if you're doing a lot of backlinks, or if your website is popular, if you're getting a lot of visitors, if you're getting a lot of interest on your site, you should run it pretty often. It depends on the level of the website that you've got. It depends on the amount of work that you're doing. For a person like you, I think twice a month is definitely logical, because you've got a lot of visitors, you've got a popular website out there.
Okay, all right. Thank you for that. So let's talk about the story behind this tool here. Let's talk about a little bit reason why did you decide to I know you designed this for yourself or for your client to use, but why did you decide to offer to all the other internet marketers? Most importantly, talk about what is the biggest problem you're trying to help all the other internet marketers solving here.
Sure, Han. See, Han, basically, I'm a tool maker. I've been making tools all my life, ever since I was 15. That's what I do. I make tools to solve different problems. So whenever I see a problem, I get attracted to it, because that's how I earn my living, to solve that problem. If I can solve that problem successfully for some people, I'm gonna get paid. So whenever I see a problem, I get attracted to it. I try and inspect it. I try and dissect it, try to reverse engineer it, and that's how I find a solution for it. And if the solution is viable, I can put it out. I can show people that this is a solution for this problem, and they can buy it. Now, Google Penguin is actually one of the biggest problems of our time. If we are in the internet marketing business, if we are in the websites business, it is one of the biggest problems we're facing, because that changes the rules that were written over the entire decade. So it's a huge problem. So definitely I was attracted towards it, and a lot of my clients and even myself have had we've had this problem too. So definitely I was really attracted to it, and I knew that if I could find a solution to this, people would love to use it, people would love to have it. So what I started with was, I tried and to solve the problem manually for myself, which was backlink analysis. I did it for myself. And while I was doing it, I found some tools on the market which could do this for you on the auto, just like my tool does, and they were frightfully expensive. So if I wanted to pay something like $99 or 142 euros a month, it's not a one-time cost, a month, to analyze something like 4 websites or 5 websites and only about some 1,000 backlinks, I could do it automatically. I could save my time. But
so I think that's like, I want to pause here for a little bit. Now, if you listen to this, you probably think about, well, that's not very feasible for me, because I'm just a little internet marketing guy here. I don't have that budget. But continue to listen to this interview, because that's the reason he created this tool, gonna save you tons of money. So be very, very exciting about that. I'm sorry to pause you here. I just want to emphasize a point. Yeah. You do not have to pay for the $90 month.
You're absolutely correct. So when I saw those prices, when I saw that you had to pay, or I had to pay at least $99 a month just to analyze 4 websites, and I have about 24 websites or 25 websites. Imagine the cost of analyzing all those websites. It's crazy. I had 2 choices: either invest months in analyzing the backlinks manually, or pay some guy something like $500 a month to analyze my website. And that's crazy. It's unaffordable. It really makes both the options totally unviable. So of course, what I did first was, I tried to make my own little tools that would do this process. I did a lot of research. I did a lot of work on Penguin, understood the algorithm, read a lot of books, read a lot of articles by all sorts of people to understand what Penguin does, how it works. And when I was able to build an understanding, I built little tools for myself which would do this analysis for me automatically, which would speed up the process. And it's very logical, Han. I'm a tool maker, and once I have tools which are ready, it's only logical to package it up, to make it usable for everybody, and then try and put it out in the market. So what I did was, I made an interface for these tools. I put it together in a very easy to use fashion and a very logical fashion, because I've got years of experience in making software, and I know how to make the interfaces logical so that people are able to use it. Even newbies can use it and benefit from it. And it has to be automated. It has to work automatically. So what I did was I created a tool which would work on the auto, which would analyze all the bad backlinks, which would actually get the backlinks automatically. So, it automates everything right from step 0, which is getting the backlinks, to creating the disavow file, which is the final step. It does everything. And it even gives you a button to submit the disavow file. So you can click on that button. It will take you straight to the Google disavow tool, and you can upload one file, and that's it. So I did everything, I made everything automated. And this tool set I designed over the last many months, using my experience and using all the different inputs that I could get to create a perfectly viable, great quality, backlink analysis tool. And again, my mission from the beginning of my career is to give people really affordable solutions. That's why I don't price my software exorbitantly. Some people like to sell software for $500 or $200 or $300 or even more than that. But I want to make this software accessible for everybody, because I think everybody should be able to benefit from it. If you're not able to invest $600 to buy one tool, that should not put an end to your career because you couldn't buy a tool for that much money. You should be able to, continue with your business. You should be able to use your talents and your money for something that benefits you. So I always price my tools amazingly low, and this time also again I've done it. So when I launch this tool, it will be selling at only $27. Not for a month, not for a year. It's one time.
Just one time, and stay tuned, because we're gonna have a little bit special going on here. Gonna be even sweeter than that.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. And I want to tell you, Han, this tool is gonna appreciate a price in a little bit. I won't take it to $200 or $300, but it's gonna appreciate, because I always like to make sure that my customers who really want to take advantage of the offer are able to get the best deal possible. So this $27 price is not valid for the entire period. It's gonna go up pretty quickly to a certain level. I won't tell you what's the end gonna be, but it's gonna be at a level when it's gonna be a little more expensive than that. So if somebody wants to do this, if they want to capitalize on the best prices, I think it's a good time to just go and get it as soon as possible.
Okay, great. So do you have maybe a couple of minutes, kind of do a very, very quick demo on this?
Yeah, absolutely. I can show you a quick demo, and I won't be analyzing many websites because, as you know, this backlink analysis takes time. Even for a computer, it takes about some 30-40 seconds to analyze one website. So I'm going to show you a quick demo maybe of a couple of websites, and I'm just going to try and screen share. Screen, and I'm going to load it up. Hold on just a second. I need to set it up. Penguin Recovery Jeet. All right. Okay, share. Okay, so let me know when you see my screen, Han, and I will start demonstrating.
Yes, I can see your screen right now. Now, is this online based, or is this a desktop software?
Well, this is a desktop software, but you have to be connected to the internet, because all the backlink analysis that it does, it has to get the data from the internet. It has to get your backlinks from the internet. So every sort of analysis has to be done online. So it's a desktop software, but you need to be connected to the internet so that it can do its processing.
Okay, all right.
All right, so guys, this is Penguin Recovery Jeet, the tool that we've been talking about. And it's very easy to use, because I always try to make my products as easy to use as possible. So you can get started by just typing the name of the website that you want to analyze the backlinks for. So I'm going to go with a website that I own. Once you're done, click on next. All right, so I want to tell you that Penguin Recovery Jeet is a very intelligent software, and it saves your data at every step. So suppose I'm analyzing the links for one of my websites, and I see that it's got 10,000 links, and I want to run the analysis. I can run it, and if I want to pause at any step, I can pause it. Penguin Recovery Jeet will save the data. It will keep the data in the database, and when I come back, I can just resume where I left off. So that's why it's showing me a message box which says there's existing data for this domain. Do you want to use it? Now, if you want, you can use the existing data and save your time, or you can continue where you left off. But for this demo, I'm not gonna go with that. I'm gonna start an analysis afresh. So here you can actually get the backlinks. You can get them from Google Webmasters, and Penguin Recovery Jeet does that automatically. Or you can give it a backlinks file. You can just load a list of backlinks into it. Maybe you've got backlinks from Majestic SEO, maybe from some other source, wherever you have got it from, you can send them to Penguin Recovery Jeet. Now for my demo, I'm going to get the backlinks from Google, but Han, you won't be able to see it because it's going to be in a separate window, and I'm recording only Penguin Recovery Jeet because that's what Google supports, Google Hangout supports. So when I click on this button, it will show me another screen which will tell you exactly how this will work. Click on Begin Now, and you can't see it, but it's loaded a separate screen where it's logging into Google Webmasters automatically and getting the backlinks. So now you can see that it's got the list of the domains that are linking to my site. There are 984 domains because it's a crazily popular site. You can see that there are 365,000 links. That's like 300,000 links. Now imagine having to analyze them manually. Not possible.
Insane.
Absolutely. So it lets you, it gives you some data about the domains. You can see how many links each domain is sending to you. You can scroll through this. You can understand what domains are good, what domains are bad. And you can actually shortlist the domains you want to analyze. See, Han, when I make a software, it's always my desire to make it as automated as possible, and at the same time to make it as flexible as possible to make sure that people have the most amount of control. So what I've done is I have made this software automated, but the person has the choice, the user has the choice to modify anything they want. So if I want, I can remove all the websites from the analysis, and I can just analyze a couple of websites. So that's perfectly on me what I decide to do. So when I've decided what websites I want to analyze, I can click on Next. And now Penguin Recovery Jeet will actually show you the list of tests that it's going to run. Things like whether is the website indexed in Google, how old is the domain, the number of backlinks for the domain, is it linked in Wikipedia. So all of these proofs or all of these tests basically are aimed to analyze, is the website really strong, is the website really good, and based on these tests, Penguin Recovery Jeet's algorithm will understand is the website toxic or not. Now you can decide to not check some of the things, but I would recommend that you don't do it. If you are an advanced user who understands SEO very well, then maybe for a special purpose you might want to do it, but I would say always go with the defaults if you don't have a reason to change anything. So anyway, when you're done, click on Next again, and now Penguin Recovery Jeet is ready to check the domains for quality. And when you click on Begin Now, it's checking the domains for quality. This is going to take some time because Penguin Recovery Jeet has to actually go to a lot of different websites to collect the data points that it needs. So it usually takes 30, 40, 50 seconds for each website, and the process is running. So I think we can let it run. So maybe in the demo hand, you can just snip out the, okay, it's already running pretty fast.
No problem, just let it run.
All right.
So
is one website of 4.
So this is like something
now.
Right. This is something that if they had to check that many websites, this is something maybe you need to just let it run overnight and then come back check in the next morning. Maybe is it this sort of?
Absolutely. Yeah. You can leave it running overnight, and you can maybe run it on a separate computer. You can just minimize it, continue doing your work, and it won't hurt you because it saves data at every step hand. So even if you're interrupted in the process, you can just come back and continue where you left off.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right. Cool. So now we see the results of the analysis, and you will see that I have color coded everything. So the red website is the website which is toxic. It's red, which means that it should be disavowed. And you will see that the action, it lets you choose the action. So I can choose to disavow the domain. I can choose to check the individual backlinks from the domain, or I can choose to mark it the safe domain. So all of this is color coded just to help you get a very quick understanding of how your backlinks are. So in my case, I placed 4 websites. One of them was a safe domain, which means that I don't need to worry about the backlinks from that domain at all. 2 of the websites in the list are orange, which means Penguin Recovery Jeet wants to check the individual backlinks from this domain just to make sure they're all good. One domain is red, which means it's not good quality. So again, it tries to make things easier for the newbies. It's color coded, you can see it, and you will immediately know what is the status of a website. And you can sort things according to any header. So example, if I want to sort the websites by age, by links, by whether they're blacklisted, by the PR score, by the number of pages indexed in Google, I can sort it by any headers. So if you want to do a deeper analysis, I'm sorry, if you want to do a deeper, you have to cut that part out, Han, when there was a message.
Okay.
Okay, so if you want to do a deeper analysis, you can do it pretty quickly using Penguin Recovery Jeet. And once you're done, once you have selected the websites that you want to check the links for, or if you decide to go with the Penguin with the software's recommendation, you can do that. Click on next, and now Penguin Recovery Jeet will get the backlinks, the individual backlinks for the websites again from Google. When you click on begin now, you can see it because it's a separate window. But Penguin Recovery Jeet is getting the backlinks from Google right now, and I can see it on my screen. I clicked on begin now. All right, so it has got the backlinks now, and it's ready to check the backlinks. So when I click on begin now, it's now checking the individual backlinks, and depending on the number of backlinks that you've got, it will take some time again. In this case, I think we are checking about 60-50 backlinks, so it might take a minute or less than that.
All right.
So again, you might want to cut off this portion just to make sure that the viewers are not bored watching the scroll bar, watching the progress bar.
So, how's your life?
Life's good, man. I'm enjoying making these tools.
So obviously, so first of all, you got to just basically figure out which website is a bad website. Then you're going to do more in-depth analysis, figure out which links on that website is bad, and then you're gonna basically download this link, upload to Google, right? Is that the whole idea here?
Absolutely. This is the thing. If you if you've spotted a website that's bad quality, there's no point in analyzing it because you know that every link from it is gonna be a bad link. So just remove it.
Okay, cool. So this is exactly what this thing is.
Han, this is a very easy software. This is a very easy to use software. Basically, it's doing all the analysis by itself, but you can always decide to change any of the results that you get.
Right. So let me ask you this. I see a proxy here. Is a proxy required or is it optional?
Well, it depends on the amount of analysis that you want to do. If you want to analyze 300,000 links, then you better get the proxies.
Okay.
If you want to analyze only 1,000 links or small blocks, you don't need to worry about the proxies. So if you're a bigger user, then you want to put in proxies, but otherwise not.
Okay.
See, it's very easy to recognize. If the software tells you that it's not working anymore, get the proxies, otherwise no problems.
Okay, all right. So while that thing is still kind of doing stuff, what is the arrows? What does that button do? Are you there?
I can do because it's analyzing, it's sending me a lot of traffic, so I think the internet bandwidth has gone down a bit.
Okay, no problem. You're back. I can hear you now. Anyway,
okay,
you have this button called arrows here. So what is that for? Just out of curiosity.
See, whenever some analysis fails, it records it because Google keeps a log of everything that happens. So if for some reason it's not able to get some information from the internet, it will keep a record of it. And you can click on the errors button over here and see the record. You can understand what happened if something failed, and you can take corrective action. For example, if you see that your requests to the internet are failing, you can use the proxies. So it's basically to keep a track of all the things that you do. Anyway, the analysis is finished, and as you can see, Han, we've got green links and we've got the red links. The red links are the links that are not good. And these are the toxic links that you want to disavow. The green links are the links that are good. You don't need to worry about them. So this is how this software works. It's so easy to use. It's completed its analysis, and it gives you everything in a fashion that you can understand. And here again, there is some information, things like the number of outgoing links from a website, the number of money keywords that's using, whether is it blacklisted, is the domain toxic, is the keyword ranking, the number of external, is there any external link, is, I'm sorry, again you have to cut this out.
No, I don't see that. I don't see that pop up window.
Okay.
So.
Fantastic. So, well, this is how it works. It makes things very easy to use for everybody, and it presents the information in a very easy to use fashion. And I can, if I want to change anything, for example, I see this link, and I can visit it. I can visit the backlink, and if I decide it's a toxic link, I can just come here and change this to a toxic link, and it will be disavowed. Or if I see this link and I decide to visit it, I think it's not toxic for some reason, I can click here, make it safe. So it lets you be in control, even though it makes the job easier for you. It doesn't take away your power to decide what you want to do. Once you're done with this, click on next. And this is the last step of the software. And here you got 4 buttons. One button for the backlink review report. Now, if you are an SEO provider, you want to sell this service to somebody, you want to tell them, hey, buddy, I will remove your bad backlinks, pay me some money. They pay to you.
Oh,
you can
right there.
Absolutely. So you can actually send them a report containing the analysis that you've done. You can send them a report which contains the all the backlinks that they've got, along with the analysis, along with the data points that you analyzed. Again, the same thing for the domains too. So you can, when you're filing a final report for payment or whatever, you can send these 2 reports to your customer, and they'll be impressed by the amount of work that you've done. And then there's the generate disavow file button. You click on it, and you'll be able to create a disavow file, which is just a text file. So when you click on it, you'll be able to save the disavow file to your computer, and you can see it again. When I click this button, you can see the box again because it's a separate window. And finally, there is the submit disavow file button. If you click on it, it'll take you straight to the Google disavow tool, and you can submit the disavow file that you just created. So it's as easy as that. The process is very transparent, and it's deceptively easy. Doing the same thing by hand can drive you crazy.
Right. So let me ask you this: the report for the backlink here, is that creating in a PDF file? Is it in an Excel file? What is it creating?
It's a CSV file which can be opened in Excel.
Okay.
You can resave it in Excel format, and you can send it to them, or you can just send them the CSV. They can open it in Excel.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So, so let's talk about the question about the offer itself now. By the way, one of my customers asked for this. See, they say, are you promoting this? I say, absolutely. So, and they just got that email while we are recording this right now. So let's talk about the name of the product, time of the launch, and who's going to be really beneficial for getting this.
Fantastic. Well, the product is called Penguin Recovery Jeet, and Jeet is my branding. All of my products are Jeet. So this, as the name says, this is the product that will help you recover from the Penguin penalty, Google's Penguin penalty, and you'll be able to rank your website again for good keywords.
Wait, Jeet means victory. You gotta explain that.
Absolutely. Jeet is a word which means victory. So that's my focus. I want everybody to win. I want people who use my products to win, to be more successful. And that's why I have this branding to remind me what my mission is, what my goal is. And Penguin Recovery Jeet is a tool that will help you if you have a blog, if you have a website online, because whether you want it or not, you have bad backlinks online. Tool makes it very easy to analyze bad backlinks. It gives you a quick analysis. It makes it everything automated, so you can save a lot of time on the analysis without having to get the skills, without having to spend the time. And finally, you can create this disavow file, which you can submit to Google in one step and get rid of your Penguin penalty.
Mm-hmm. So this is basically for someone owns affiliate website, when using quote unquote free traffic and doing SEO, has gotten hurt before, or is someone that's building a brand new site, want to make sure.
It's for everybody. It's for everybody. Like I said, backlinks are created all the time. So even as I speak, my websites are online. People are talking about my websites. So backlinks are being created. So whether you are a new website owner, or whether you've been in the game since a long time, whether you think that I have bad backlinks, or whether you don't think so, you still need this product because it can tell you what are backlinks pointing to your site. And if you run it periodically, for example, once a month or twice a month on your website, you will be able to spot all the new bad backlinks which are pointing to your site and put them in the disavow file. Make sure that your website is always safe. It's like an antivirus, because
Mm.
Penguin is an algorithm which is watching out for you continuously. So you got to make sure that you are continuously safe. So this is like an antivirus which protects you from Penguin, which helps you protect your sites from Penguin. And you got to run it. You got to keep it running all the time. Even if you think you don't have a virus infection, you better keep it on your site, on your site, because it's a protective thing.
That's a good point. Also, it's for SEO consultant as well, or offline
Absolutely. So
consultant.
if you are an SEO consultant, because I designed it that way. That's why you have the reports at the end. This you can give the reports to your customers. You can sell them services, and you know what? The amount that we charge for the product itself, I think you can recover it. You can recover many times that money in just one sale. So
Mm.
it's a very good thing for SEO consultants too.
Okay, cool, awesome. All right, so you guys heard it. So let's talk about what exactly getting inside the front end offer, and what is starting out price, and how many days you're gonna keep this thing open.
All right. See, all of my products are usually evergreen, but I start them out at a really low price. In the beginning, it's gonna be selling at a low price for a period of 7 days, but the prices are going to go up every 4 hours. So, I would say if you want this product, the best price, get it as early as possible. After 7 days, I'm gonna release into the market, keep it open because it's a good tool, and all of my products are always available for sale, but at a very, very high price. So you will have to pay more for it after a period of 7 days. And it's a no-brainer tool. If you are in the SEO business, you have to have this. If
Mm.
not this, then a more expensive product, but you need something like this. So it's a no-brainer thing to just grab it at the lowest price point. And of course, I will have one year of update absolutely free till the time I release a new major version. All the updates are free, and all of this is included in my offers naturally.
All right.
So it's a 7 day special offer on this product, a opportunity to grab it at a very low price.
How many computer can you use this on?
Well, you can use it on one computer but if so it's actually meant for one computer. So
Okay.
if you want to run it on multiple computers, you can buy a second license because
Okay.
it's a Windows app. And if you got a laptop, if you sometimes I give my customers a second license if they want it for the laptop. So if you want to do that, just put a request in the support desk, and they will give you a second license for your laptop or maybe your desktop, wherever you want it.
Okay. All right. So this is a Windows only, right?
Absolutely, it's Windows, but if you want to run it on a Mac, you need to use a virtualization platform, something like Parallels. It can run on Mac with virtualization.
Okay. All right. So cool. All right. So I think those are the typical questions I get a lot. So just want to ask that straight out. So what is the OTO?
Okay, I've got a couple of products on the back end, and I've got a very good products which will help you create better quality backlinks. It's from my friend Andy Black, who's a SEO expert and a programmer like me. So that's the first OTO. On the second spot, I've got another product which solves another Google update problem. It's called Keywords Jeet, and it solves the Google Hummingbird problem. It helps you find a solution to Google Hummingbird. It helps you get better rankings through Google Hummingbird. And the third OTO, the third product that I have, is a special course which is called SEO Fix Jeet, in which I actually teach all about Panda and Penguin. I tell people what exactly they are, how exactly they work, just so that you can be the expert. You can really decide how to rank your websites, or how to combat these two updates, or how to make your websites compatible with these two updates. So it's the training program that I've created based on all the experience that I've got.
I think a lot of people are gonna really benefit from there. Now, I have to personally say I studied the Udemy course for YouTube. Is excellent. And even I learned whole lot of things from it. So
Thank you.
if this new course is anything like that, I highly recommend go get it. And it's and as you said that at the very beginning of the interview, it's you got to continuous learning, especially in internet marketing, because or else you are like a million years late. If you don't keep the
Absolutely.
knowledge up. So it's a lot of people love to get these tools, but it's also better to have the tool and weapon yourself with the knowledge that came with it as well to probably know what
Absolutely.
right.
See, and anybody can spend $27 and buy a tool. Anybody can spend $100 or $200 and buy a tool. But what sets people apart is, are they investing the time to get the knowledge to use the tool perfectly? You know, it's like a hammer. You can use a hammer correctly and build a huge house, or if you don't know how to use it, you can build you can't even build a dog house. So if you want to really build a career for yourself, invest in yourself, invest in your skills, and that's when you will actually see that you're making a good difference. And that's a good point from you.
So that's the hammer time. It's a song. I think a lot of US people get on my joke here. But yes, so that's the OTO3. So let's kind of rewind back here a little bit. So the front end is going to start at 27. That's the regular starting out price. And we're going to have something very special here in a minute. We'll tell you. And what is the OTO1 starting out price?
OTO1 will be selling at $47.
47, and how much is the OTO2?
The OTO2 is $17. I have a special sale on it right now.
Okay, and how much this course we just mentioned here? I believe
again,
it's
$17.
17. Okay, cool. Do you have anything else after that?
Well, I've got especially for your customers, I think there's a bonus that I've created for you, and it's a tool.
We're gonna talk about that a little bit later. Let's hold that for a minute, and let's kind of. Well, I'll let you talk about that right before we log off here. I want to just stay tuned. We have something special set up for you here, as always. So that's all the OTO, right? I just want to make sure we covered it.
That's all. That's right.
All right. So I think that's pretty much all the questions I need to ask you here. We got one last question. It's going to be very, very important question, I think, for a lot of people watching this. As they're watching this, they understand how important it is to have the right tool and at the same time have the right knowledge when it comes to all these updates and how do you really get your site back. But most importantly, I think this tool is going to save a lot of people's grief. When Penguin happened, a lot of people got hurt. And those local marketers, those online marketers, anybody that does SEO got hurt. And like you said, inside the interview, a lot of people got hurt. So I think they see the power of this software. They want to buy it. They want to grab it. But everybody has that little negative voice inside their head. Small voice says, don't get it, don't buy it for whatever the reason it is. So my question to you, Cyril, is, in your personal opinion, what makes your software so unique, and why it's very, very important for everyone to grab during this special launching period?
Absolutely. And I will tell you this. This is a problem that is very real. It exists for everybody. There's no way you can avoid it. It's like a huge sickness. It's like something that's plaguing every website on this planet. So Penguin is not something that you think, that you don't have bad backlinks. You have to solve this problem. Now, the options are limited. You can either ignore it. If you ignore it, you're definitely ranking lower than you ought to rank. So if you want, you can ignore it and continue ranking lower, doing less, lesser, not doing as good as you should be. The second thing is to do it manually, which is frightfully time consuming. The third option is to pay a monthly fee, which is, again, I don't think it's a good idea. If you've got an alternative which can solve this for you, it can run on as many websites as you want. That's USP 1. It runs on as many websites as you want. You don't have to pay a monthly fee. That's USP 2. It does analysis 100% automatically. You don't need to intervene anywhere except when you want to. That's the third thing, because most of the other tools, if you have a look at them, they require a lot of manual intervention to do things. So these are the most important things. It's a no-brainer because it saves you the money, because the problem is real. It's a headache removal pill of sorts. And if you can remove this headache, you can immediately earn better. And the investment that you need to make on this, something like $27, and if you're late, $57 or $67, even then, even at $67, it will save you the money that you have invested in something like, or maybe lesser than that, because your websites will be ranking that much quicker. And if you are an SEO consultant, or if you're an offline, if you got offline clients, you can just tell them that I can solve the Penguin problem for you, and you can get back your investment in one sale. So it's a no-brainer thing. It doesn't require any kind of resistance at all. You can just go for it, and it's going to pay back 100% to everybody who invests in this tool.
Right. I want to add a couple of things to this. As an entrepreneur, as a business person, you're always looking for ROI, return on your investment, right? So, well, we're going to keep that special price just a little bit longer. Stay with us. Let's say you hypothetically you invest only $27. So you had a website was making you $200 a month or $1,000 a month, whatever the number is. Without getting this tool, your site's not going to be ranked, and you make $0. So you investing $27 to get that $200 back, to get that $1,000 back. That to me is absolutely no-brainer. So they're just from pure number stand of view, from the ROI. You guys know your numbers. You gotta know your numbers, right? And even some website only make you $50. You still made about 100% return on your investment here, or close to it, right? So think about that. And the second thing, if you from making money point of view, imagine how much if you have an offline client got hurt of a Penguin update, the site was making $20,000 revenue for them, and if you go there and offer them a service selling to get them site back for $1,000 and then charge them monthly retaining fee of $500 a month, they're willing to pay for this because they're getting that $20,000 revenue back, right? So what you do is you just get the contract and run with the software and let the software do all the hard work. And so there's so many different ways you can benefit for getting this just a one-time investment for only $27 here. If you just sit back and think about from pure number and profit point of view, you're not really. How much time do you think you need to spend on this? Like 10 minutes, just click buttons, or even have your VA do it for you? The time, the amount of time that you invest into this project is not really that long because the computer's doing all the work for you, right? So you gotta kind of step back, think about, is this gonna give me a huge protection from the other next whatever the Penguin scanning is? So if I'm making a site that's making $50, $200, $1,000 $1 a month, to me that's worth the investment to get this thing, and just kind of like antivirus, like insurance in a way, right? To invest only $27. He's not charging you monthly. If it's $27 monthly, that's still worth the investment, right? If you do the math. But he's charging you only one time. So I just want to get you guys in that perspective here. You are getting a lot of value for getting this tool, and then we know how important it is to get your site back, right? So anyway, so I lost my thoughts here for a minute. So my point is you're getting a huge ROI on this. So I think Cyril and I had to set out a very, very special deal here for you guys, just to swim up a little bit. I think the official launching time is going to be 11 a.m., but I talked to him to give you guys just for 1 hour only. So guys, you need to get your pen and paper, write this down. At 10 a.m. for 1 hour, we're going to offer this for just $19, right? Is that right, Cyril?
That's right, Han. You talked me into it, so it's going to be $19 for your customers for that much time.
Right. So 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour only. So at 11, the price is going to jump back to 27, and he said for every 4 hours, that was saying to go up again. So moral of the story is get in there early and grab that lowest possible price. Now, to swing out the deal even more for those who are need more bonuses and all that stuff, Cyril is going to offering exclusive bonus, and this time it's another software of his. Would you like to talk about that a little bit, Cyril, about that?
Sure, Han. This is a very fast tool. It's called SEO Harvester Jeet, and what it does is it gets you all the keywords that you can imagine. So it's an alternative for some very expensive tools. You just feed in one keyword into it or one source word into it, and it will get you all the keywords, literally thousands of keywords in just a matter of few seconds. It's actually the fastest keywords grabber in the market right now, and every customer who buys this product from you will get it during that much time this product absolutely free of cost. So it's a part of the deal. SEO Harvester Jeet is a part of the deal, and people will be able to download it immediately and make use of this product.
Okay, all right. So in your estimate value, what would that be? What would this bonus be?
Oh, that product, I could have sold it for something like $47 easily, but I'm not selling that product. It's only for it's only a special offer for my buyers and for your buyers.
Okay, all right, great. So thank you so much for doing that. So you guys heard it, and Cyril, thank you so much for spending time to explain what Penguin is, and most importantly, how to fix it the right way. And another most exciting thing is offering this to the marketplace, so other people who got hurt by Penguin can now fix this with a very, very affordable price now. I mean, I think a lot of people are going to thank you for that, finally getting the site back. That's probably being buried down the Google search engine for many, maybe over a year now. Who knows? Maybe finally see the day of life, for the finally see the day of life get back ranking again by getting this. So. Before we leave here today, Cyril, do you have any word of wisdom you'd like to share? Final word of wisdom?
Well, I don't think of myself as the wisest guy around. I'm sure lots of smart people have done amazingly. But for me, my thing is, I believe in consistency. I believe in hard work, and I believe in developing my skills. So whatever thing happens, I just try to be on the top of it. I just try to see what it's all about, and that really helps me. And I think you can do that too. Just make sure that you have the right mindset to chase your goals. So basically, the first thing is to have your goal in sight, and then create a strategy to attain it. So it's not like you have a goal and you're just going in random directions. You cannot go there without a plan. And the second thing is to expect problems, because we see the goal and we see the plan and we think it's going to be a straight ride to that goal. But frankly, the universe has got a different plan for us than something that we imagined. And most of the time, there are pitfalls, there are pit stops, there are boosts also. There are something that speeds you along, something that really stops you on your track. The only thing is to not, let these things discourage you. Sometimes to take an alternative route, sometimes to make a different plan, but to just continue. And that way you will get ahead. Sometimes a step, sometimes a mile. But just continue on your journey and you will get there. Skills and persistence. That's what I believe in.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I think the moral of the story here is taking action consistently. It's better to take imperfect action than not to taking action at all. I think this is kind of summary up what you say here, right?
You're correct. You're correct, because when you take an action, there are consequences. Sometimes the consequences may not be good, but it teaches you a lesson, so you can take better action the next time. So it's all about the action that you take. Your life journey is all about what you do.
And exactly, and I want to kind of point this out. Is you mentioned this universal force. It's true. It's a kind of law from law of attraction here, is that you have to set yourself into motion, which is by taking action. Okay, you can't sit in here to dream about I want to be making money with internet marketing without taking action, because then you just stop at that point. You're not taking the action. Once you're taking the action, whether it be successful action or wrong action, you are set yourself into motion to get to the where you're here to where you want to be. Right? So a lot of people so scared to take their first steps, so they never set the motion in place. So that's why I continuously tell my people it's better to take imperfect action than not to taking action at all, because once you're taking that imperfect action, you already set yourself into motion. Yes, you're gonna have downs, but you always jump back up to get to your final destination. Who knows? You might get even better to where you go originally was, even higher. Sometimes that's life. That's just how life goes, right?
Absolutely, I agree with that.
Right. So again, guys, taking actions, and be very, very exciting about this. And thank you so much for watching this. And stay tuned. Watch a very, very short demo video. See exactly how this thing works, and importantly, how to get your site back, make that money again. How much how much money you already saved by getting this, because you normally have to pay like $100 per month for this. Now you're only getting for $19 or $27, depends what time you're getting this. You're also getting awesome bonuses with this as well, and his and mine as well. So looking out for my emails. go grab this, and you can thank me and him later once you get your site back, and it'll be more exciting. And hey, if you are a local marketer, definitely grab this, because you can. There are a lot of people need your help right now with it, by using this to get that site back, and you get you can really cash on that service as well. Cyril, thank you again for spending the time with us again and educating us. As it's always a pleasure to interview you, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon.
Thank you, Han. It's a pleasure, and look forward to be with you again in a very short time. Thank you.
All right, cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Dear Webmaster, I'm so glad that you found this page, because in the next 5 minutes, your life is going to radically and unalterably change. You're going to discover a tool that will solve the biggest problem you have right now. I'm talking about Google Penguin. It's the monster update from Google that turned penguins into a nightmarish thing for every webmaster and SEO professional. You know, something like this. Penguin deranked hundreds of thousands of web pages and destroyed thousands of businesses. Even now, it's the biggest challenge that you have getting your websites ranked. Google rankings are so hard nowadays that people have almost given up on rankings. They are ignoring Google as a traffic source and are instead focusing on things like Facebook, social bookmarking, Twitter, email, etc. for generating traffic. But let me ask you one very simple question. What's the #1 source for traffic on the internet right now, and will remain so for the foreseeable future? No marks for guessing. It's Google. And when you give up on Google, you give up on the biggest source of organic traffic on the internet. Internet marketing without Google rankings is a recipe for disaster. I don't really have to tell you that now, do I? After Google Penguin, the most powerful method of building rankings, backlinking, is backfiring in a massive way. Google is penalizing websites for backlinks from bad quality sites. And as a result, even if you have great quality content, you still have trouble ranking it. The only solution is to identify and eliminate the bad quality backlinks, and Google gives you a method to do that. The method is disavow files. With a disavow file, you can give Google a list of bad backlinks and ask it to reject them. After you've disavowed bad backlinks, Google will recalibrate your rankings, and you will begin to rank higher for the keywords you're targeting. Thousands of penalized websites were able to recover from Google Penguin and restore their rankings by disavowing the bad backlinks. The problem is, how will you find these bad quality backlinks? It takes a lot of money and time. Manual research of hundreds or even thousands of backlinks takes forever, and you really need to be an expert to know with certainty which backlink is bad and which is good. So unless you're ready to pay thousands of dollars to an SEO company to repair your site, or pay thousands of dollars to get automated tools that will do only half the work, you're pretty much stuck. Stuck, but not anymore. What if I told you there's a way you can solve all your Penguin-related problems? A way to find all the bad domains that are toxic to your site? A way to check every backlink pointing at your site and find out whether it's a good link or a toxic one? A way to automatically create a disavow file that you can submit to Google with just a few clicks of the mouse button. Yep, I'm talking about an all-in-one automated solution that takes care of everything, right from analyzing and identifying toxic backlinks to creating and submitting disavow files. The solution that I'm talking about is a new software called Penguin Recovery Jeet, a software which will get rid of your Penguin penalty in just a few mouse clicks. Penguin Recovery Jeet uses my special developed algorithm that is based on intensive research of the Penguin algorithm. It detects and checks more than 20 parameters. Things like domain age, page rank, blacklists, money keywords, outgoing link quality, domain quality, web page standards, site-wide links, forum links, keyword and page rankings for linking domains, domain IPs, link farms, and so much more in order to identify and filter every single bad quality link. Then it presents you all the analysis in a very easy to understand format so that you can change things according to your own desires if you want. And finally, it creates the disavow file for Google and helps you submit it, holding your hand every step of the way. Penguin Recovery Jeet is extremely simple to use. Even a newbie with little or no experience with SEO can use it. And you know the best thing? It's the value. Competing products, which do this in a more complicated and difficult manner, charge anything between $99 to $1,000 per month. Just a month. But Penguin Recovery Jeet brings you all these features at a crazy one-time price for the entire year that's lower than what you'll pay to the competition in 1 month. So grab this opportunity and get your own copy of Penguin Recovery Jeet. It's the best decision you'll be taking in your fight against bad quality backlinks. Still listening? All right, let me give you the final push. Get the software now and you'll enjoy my 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. If you don't absolutely love the software and what exactly it does for your business, return it to me within 30 days for a full refund of the money you paid. No exceptions. Get the organic traffic you really deserve. Get Penguin Recovery Jeet.